So my PlayStation 1 collection. I haven't done a video on this, and I basically started hitting PlayStation hard, I'd say 2 months. I started getting into game collecting. I just was buying bits and bobs of everything. I didn't really have any sort of goal. I just wanted to collect games, retro games, any console, any platform. I kind of fell off that train. I thought, why am I doing this? I'm getting stuff that means nothing to me. So I started actively just collecting PlayStation. So that's all the PlayStation consoles, 1 to 5. They're the games I want because PlayStation means the most to me. I've not done a video on my current collection, so I'm going to do a little series and go through my PS1 games, my PS2 games, 3, 4 and 5. Probably do them weekly if I can, and go from there. So I just thought something a little bit different to the normal vlogs and whatever. So I hope you enjoy the video. Now, some of these I haven't actively gone and bought as such. They've come in bundles, or when I was just collecting everything I saw, they're just things I got from car boot sales because they were cheap. Didn't necessarily want them. So some of them, the condition may not be the best. There may be manuals missing or cracks on the cases. But ones I've actually, you know, especially the last, I don't know, say 6 months, ones I've actually bought are ones I've wanted and I've got good condition with manuals, etc. Especially the last 2 months, 100%. So without further ado, I ain't going to jabber on too much. I'm just going to start showing you games and show you what I've got in my PS1 collection. It's a little bit bigger than I thought. I see them on the shelves and they don't look a lot, but when I've stacked them all up, I thought, well, I've got a fair few now. So yeah, more than happy to show you what I've got. So the first game I've got here is Final Fantasy Origins. Now, this is basically just Final Fantasy 1 and 2 on one disc on the PlayStation. Picked this up. I'm a massive Final Fantasy fan. I still haven't played it, but I will get around to it one day. Following on from that, we have got Anthology. So this is Final Fantasy 4 and 5. You cannot get Final Fantasy 3 on a PlayStation, which I'm really disappointed about. So I've had to buy the Nintendo DS version. But yeah, they never released it on the PlayStation system. So you can get 1 and 2, and then you've got to jump to 4 and 5. But I do have 3 on the DS. Then we've got Final Fantasy 6. Final Fantasy 7. You can see a theme here. Final Fantasy 8. Now that has got a crack in it. I really need to get an upgraded copy of that. And then we've got Final Fantasy 9. Now a lot of people tell me this is the best Final Fantasy ever made. I still haven't played it. I really enjoyed 7, so if it beats that, it's going to be one hell of a game. Let me know in the comments if you think that this is better than Final Fantasy 7. Right, so moving on, we have got TOCA World Touring Cars. I absolutely loved this game growing up, so I had to have a copy of this. It was like the first game I remember that was a racing game and you had damage, so you did have Destruction Derby and things like that. Gran Turismo was the ultimate racing game at the time, but this one was kind of a cross between the two. You actually had car damage and raced around the track, so I really enjoyed that. We've got Tiger Woods 99. No idea why I've got this. I picked this up in a bundle somewhere along the line. We have got 007, The World Is Not Enough. Quite like the James Bond games, the earlier ones. We've got Theme Park World. Now this is a bit of a mess. This has obviously come in a bundle. We do have the disc and the manual, but the back insert is missing. Tekken 2. Now this is a recent pickup. Really love the Tekkens, so I'm trying to go for the full set. I still haven't got Tekken 3, and then we've got Tekken 1 cardboard case. Now let's try and get these in the right order if I can. We've got Spyro the Dragon, Spyro the Dragon 2, and then Spyro Year of the Dragon. Now that is the trilogy on the PlayStation 1. So I've completed the Spyro trilogy. We've got Spec Ops, which is kind of like a Rainbow Six type of game. Not as good as Rainbow Six, but I've probably picked that up a car boot or something for cheap. South Park Rally. Now, I want to get all the South Park games on all the PlayStation systems. I still don't have Chef's Love Shack on PS1, but it's on my list. I'm going to have to do a comprehensive list and show you what I'm looking for. And then we've got South Park. Now, this I had as a kid. I loved it. I loved South Park growing up. Played this for many of hours. I've actually done a live stream playing this about, I want to say, a year ago. So go and check that out. Well, I could leave a link up here just to take you a trip down memory lane. We have got Nuclear Strike, no, Soviet Strike. This is a Classics edition, so not really my favourite thing to own, but it's a good game. Small Soldiers, now if you've played this, you will know this game is an absolute banger on the PS1. Loved this growing up, had many, many hours of fun with that. True Pinball, this is obviously one I picked up in a bundle as well, because it's a platinum. I don't really collect platinum, so any platinum games you see here are ones I picked up at car boot sales or bundles because they were cheap. Then we've got another game series here. We have got Tony Hawk Pro Skater, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, Pro Skater 3 and Pro Skater 4. So I have all of those. Now these are something I've actively collected, so these are all complete with the manuals and are in relatively good condition. Another game series. So I'm not a type of person who collects a full console catalogue. I don't want to say I have the full set of this or that. I like to collect series. So here's another series that's taken me a little while to get. It's Tomb Raider. So I've finally finished that on PS1. So we've got Tomb Raider, Tomb Raider 2, Tomb Raider 3, Tomb Raider The Last Revelation, and Tomb Raider Chronicles. So that's another series. We all know that Tomb Raider was an absolute classic on the PlayStation. It's just one of those games that is synonymous with PlayStation, so I had to have that. What else have we got here? I'll just grab a stack. This is a recent pickup, X-Men Mutant Academy 2. I got this on Vinted because it was quite cheap, so I picked it up. World's Scariest Police Chases. I don't know if you've played this, but this is great fun. I used to watch a TV show, so that's why I picked that up. Smackdown 2. Now, this is probably my favourite wrestling game of all time. I know there's a great argument for No Mercy on the N64, but when this came out, it blew my socks off. The different varieties of matches and things. Absolutely loved this. I had my friends around all the time. Hell in a Cell matches, chairs, table matches and ladder matches. Absolutely amazing. So I love this game. I've got Simpsons Wrestling. Still haven't played it, but I will get round to it one day. Rayman. I literally just picked this up the other day. I didn't realise I owned it. This is the platinum version, so I'll probably trade this into CEX. The one I just picked up is the black label, so it is an upgrade as such. But yeah, I didn't know I owned this, but I literally picked that up the other day. There are a few I picked up the other day, which I'm not going to show in this video. They're going to be on my weekly vlog on Sunday. So if you want to see what other PS1 games I've got about 5 or 6 to show on Sunday. So they'll obviously be added to the collection. Radical Bikers. I don't hear a lot of people talk about Radical Bikers. If you haven't played it, you need to. This is hours of fun. It's a kind of a Crazy Taxi kind of thing, except you're on mopeds and you're delivering pizza. Absolutely hours of fun. I love that game. Pinball Power, never played it. This is obviously something I've got from a car boot, just looking at the state of it. Probably in a game bundle somewhere, but yeah, Pinball Power. Pandemonium. Now this is the game I done the experiment on from CEX, How Mint is Mint. It is in very good condition, but I wouldn't call it mint. But yeah, Pandemonium. I still need to get Pandemonium 2. Oddworld Abe's Exodus. Now this game I would probably class as mint because this is the best condition PlayStation 1 game I own. The best one I've seen for many a year. It is absolutely perfect condition. Abe's Exodus, a staple for a PlayStation collection. We've got No Fear Downhill Mountain Biking. Now I don't think this has the manual. No, it doesn't. But the case is absolutely fantastic on this. And this is a car boot pickup as well. And then we have got the classic Nightmare Creatures. Now, there is a crack down the front of this case, which actually happened in transit. Bit disappointed with it because it wasn't cracked in the photos when they sent it. So I know it's not the seller's fault, but yeah, I'm very disappointed with that because this was a classic game growing up for me. Loved it. Still need Nightmare Creatures too, but that game is a heavy hitter. You're talking £115 to £125 for that. So I'm sticking with just the one for now. We've got NBA Live 2001. I used to love playing NBA games on my PlayStation. This is battered to hell. Obviously another bundle pickup or car boot pickup. But it's just nice to keep in the collection if you fancy a little bit of fun. Motor Racer World Tour. Basically, your all-terrain vehicles and things. So you've got quad bikes and motorcycles, and you're just racing. What isn't there to love? We've got Motor Racer, the original. Monster Trucks, absolutely ace game. Monopoly, I wouldn't normally have bought this, but this was obviously a car boot sale again, or something cheap. It is a bit of fun though. You could just have a couple of hours with the kids. MediEvil 2. Now, this is a rental copy. Now, the reason I haven't rebought it, because I don't need to. I've got the manual, I've got the game. It's not for resale. I just think it's a bit more nostalgic having it like this, because you can't rent video games anymore. So I've kept this version. Tell me if I'm doing the right thing or not, but I just like that for some reason. And then we have got MediEvil. Yeah, that is complete. Hinge is broke, but it is complete. So that is MediEvil. What can I say about that? Amazing game. They've even remade it now on the PS4. Outstanding. We've got Loaded. Excuse the dog is barking. We've got Loaded. Haven't actually played this. I played Reloaded. I used to own Reloaded, and it was great fun. Loved it. So I picked up Loaded just to give that a blast. I haven't actually rebought Reloaded. I had it as a kid, but it's on my list. Soul Reaver, Legacy of Kane. Amazing game, great fun. My cousin Matthew owned this. I used to play it over his house, so I had to pick this up. Getting quite a heavy hitter now. Well, say that. It's going up in price. Knockout Kings 2001. Basically got it just to have a boxing game on the PlayStation. And the same with this, Jimmy White Snooker. Yeah, what can I say? It's a snooker game. It's okay. Not something I'm going to actively play though. Gran Turismo. Everyone's got to have a Gran Turismo. I do want to swap it for a Black Label though. But yeah, this was the game changer of racing simulators back in the day. We have got Gex Undercover Gecko. I wasn't sure if it was Gex 3D. No, it's Gex Undercover Gecko. Took me a little while to get this. This is going up in price, but I still haven't played that, so I can't comment on that. We have got Formula 1 2001. FIFA 99. Bit of Dennis Bergkamp action there. And Fear Effect 2. I don't know if any of you have played this. None of my friends ever played this when I was a kid. I did. It's kind of like, I don't know the word. Is it cell shaded, the effect? I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Still need to get the first one though, so that's on the list. And then we have got Micro Machines V3. Who doesn't love Micro Machines? Never played it on the PlayStation, but I loved it on the Mega Drive. I've got Tintin's Objective Adventure. Still need to get that sticker off. I did make a start, but I haven't finished it off. Necronomicon. This is a relatively new pickup. This is getting up there price-wise now. This is around 20 to 25 quid. It's a horror game. I think it's a point and click. Still haven't played it though, but it's one of those titles that really intrigued me for years, so I just thought I gotta get it. And then In Cold Blood. Still really want to give this a play because this is supposed to have an amazing story. I've got Bugs Bunny. What is it? Lost in Time. I thought it was Lost in Time. Reason I bought this is Bugs Bunny, isn't it? Everyone loves Bugs Bunny. I'm moving on. It's surprising how many I've got. I didn't realise how many I had. So I've got the X-Files. Never played it growing up. I remember seeing it in all the magazines. And it intrigued me because it's like a live action film, point and click kind of thing. It's not brilliant, but it's something a bit different. So it's nice to have in the collection. F1 2000. Evil Dead. I had to get this. I really like my horror games. This I seen growing up as a kid. I never got around to buying it, so I had to get it. I still haven't given it a spin yet. But it's one of those games that is just imprinted in my memory of ones that got away. So I had to get that. Dukes of Hazzard, absolutely awesome fun. And then we have got Duke Nukem. Everyone loves Duke Nukem, big on the PC. And then it had a PlayStation release. Absolutely awesome game. And then Driver, who doesn't love Driver? Which is again a platinum. I need to get a Black Label. Two of my favourite games growing up, Dino Crisis and Dino Crisis 2. Both classic games. If you haven't played them, I suggest you play them. I know Retro Rummage Mitch has just completed, I think it's the first one, Dino Crisis. I could be wrong, might be the second, but he has recently just completed it for the first time. But they are incredible games. We have then got Digimon Rumble Arena, Die Hard Trilogy, absolute staple for a PlayStation collection because it is amazing. Destruction Derby 2. Now this is a game that takes me back so much. Absolutely fantastic. I had hours and hours and hours of fun with this, with my friends, in the bowl, just smashing the crap out of each other. Doesn't get better than Destruction Derby 2. I still haven't got the first one, and the reason I've been holding off for it is I want the dual case, the double dual case, the same as this. It's a little bit harder to find and a bit more pricey. I've just been putting it off, but I will get it at some point. Dave Mira BMX. This is another car boot sale one. No manual, cases busted up, but for £1 or whatever I paid for it, just as well pick it up and something to play. We have then got Croc and Croc 2, Legend of the Gobos, and yeah, that's just Croc 2. So we got both the Crocs. Now another game series. Oh no. I have just dropped a load of games everywhere. Another game series that I wanted to finish on PS1, which I've finally done. Crash Bandicoot, I held out for the double dual. Crash Bandicoot 2, which I still need to get a black label. Warped, which is the third. We got Crash Bash and Crash Team Racing. So all those are complete with manual and everything. I just need to swap the one out for a black label. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Right, we are coming towards the end now. I'm sorry for keeping you so long. I have got Bratz. No idea why I've got this. This is probably a car boot sale pickup again. It's not the best of condition, but I have heard some of these are holding value. I've not checked, but yeah, Bratz. Dress up, get down, and be a Bratz superstar. So if you ever want to be a Bratz superstar, there we go. Blade. Still haven't played this. Loved the film, so I had to get it. We got Army Men, Sarge's Heroes. I can't remember which one I used to play growing up, but I absolutely loved the Army Men games. They're just so cool. This was from a car boot sale again for £1 or whatever. Couldn't leave it there for that. Arcade Party Pack. Now, the only reason I bought this is it's got Rampage on it. Absolutely love Rampage. There's Smash TV on there. There's loads of stuff on there. Loads of different arcade games. Yeah, just a bit of generic fun, isn't it? We've got Alone in the Dark. Really, really good horror game. It's like one of the first of its kind of survival horror genre. It's a must-have if you're collecting, to me, whatever system you're having, because Alone in the Dark is on every console. But the new PS5 version, I would probably stay away from. It's not great. And then Alien Trilogy. Who doesn't love a bit of Alien Trilogy? Now, we've got a few more left. Not a great deal, but a few. These are more of my heavier hitters as such. Silent Hill. This is in really good condition. Silent Hill, what can I say? I absolutely love my horror games, so I've got every Silent Hill, and obviously this is where it all began. I've got Resident Evil. I still need to change this case because the inlay is upside down in the back, but yeah, we've got Resident Evil. Resident Evil Director's Cut. Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil 3. And Resident Evil Survivor. If you haven't guessed, yes, I'm a Resident Evil fan. We've then got Metal Gear Solid. This is the edition with the Silent Hill demo in as well. Don't ask me why there's bubble wrap in here. It was bubble wrap in there when I bought it and it got sent to me, so I've just left it in to keep it mint, because this, to be honest, I said Abe's Exodus was probably the best condition game I got. This probably isn't far off. This is absolutely outstanding condition. And then we have got Metal Gear Solid Special Mission. So these are all the VR missions. Yeah, I don't know if you ever played them as a kid, but yeah, it's great fun, that is. And then I also have Gran Turismo 2 in a special edition with this black memory card. I picked this up off eBay. Never seen one before, so I don't know if they're rare or not, but I just thought it was cool for the collection, so I had to get that. And then I got the Metal Gear Solid Premium Edition. Now this has got a t-shirt, dog tags, the game. Sorry, I've got the game twice. We've got the soundtrack. Massive Metal Gear Solid fan. Had to be done. Probably one of my favourite pieces in the collection. And then I've got various demos. So we've got demo 1 for the PlayStation 1. Oh, that's PlayStation 2, so that shouldn't be here. I had to get this one because there's Resident Evil 2 on it. And then we've got various different demos. I'm going to try and collect a few demos because it's just nice to play different games, isn't it? And you don't have to spend hours. You can just have a quick hour doing the first level or whatever and have some fun. But there we are. That is my PlayStation 1 collection. I do have other PlayStation 1 things. Like, I don't know if you can see behind me, accessories and things like that. If you want me to show those, I can show those in a separate video. It's not going to be as big because I don't have as many as I do PlayStation games. But yeah, I do have a little collection of accessories and stuff. A lot of them are boxed. Some of them are still sealed. So if you want to have a look at that, drop it in the comments and I can get that done for you. But that is currently my PlayStation 1 collection. I did mention I've got a few pickups. I literally have one in the post today, and I picked up 4 or 5 from Del Boys the other day, which these will all be in my Sunday vlog. So they're going to be added to the collection as well. Problem is I'm running out of space now, but we'll get something sorted. But I'd like to thank you all for watching. Click that subscribe button if you haven't already, if you want to see more content like this. We've also got the membership starting at 99p, so if you want to help the channel, support the channel a little bit, you can join the membership. You'll get like cool emojis, member only videos, or first you get to see the videos before they go out live. I'm actually thinking of setting up a chat, whether it be on a Discord or WhatsApp as well. So starting at 99p, you can help support the channel. But that's that. Thank you all for watching. That's my collection. I will do a PS2 collection very soon. And let me know what you think. Is there any bangers I've missed off there that I should really have in my collection as a PlayStation fan? So I'll see you all on the next video. Take care of yourselves, stay safe, and game on.